I'm in a groove state of mind. 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 I'm in a groove state of mind.
Quiero tequila, señor, por favor.
I'm in a groove state of mind. Moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. Stepping up my game. I'm a groove student, yes I am. You do, I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm
Tequila,
moving,
señor, por
yes I
favor.
am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. GrooveAsia inspires me. The bus to Sendgrid, I've been in my dream. Working at the scene, I'm feeling GrooveAsia. You know who I am. Now is my time to have a groove state of mind. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm letting go, rise up and we go. There's magic in the air, I feel it everywhere. I've got my groove on, who knows who I am. Now it's time to have a groove state of mind. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Time to bust the move. Get me your own beat. The groove where life can go so sweet. Groove has got my back. Groove is telling me there's magic in my mind. I'm grooving all the time. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm grooving. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the first day of Groove Asia's 5-day challenge. My name is Karen Allen. I am the Chief Program Officer here at Groove Asia, and we're so glad that you have joined us here today with our 5-day challenge. This week, or for the next 5 days, we're going to be digging deep into Groove Mails. This is challenge is called Email Alchemy because we're going to figure out everything about it and how to get started with your business. With Groove Mail being so important in your business, you definitely need to know how to do it. Now, this week, you're going to have two trainers. We have two trainers with us today. It's going to be Nick Lacani, and it's going to also be Peter Munero. Sorry, Peter. So, a little bit about Nick. Nick is a dynamic force revolutionizing online education. Now, as the Toastmaster of the Year, he led the digital transformation of Toastmasters International in the UK and Ireland during the COVID pandemic. Now, with a background as a successful college lecturer, trainer, and technical director, Nick now passionately guides entrepreneurs to systematize their businesses for online success. Now, in 2024, he does aim to offer effective training courses here at Groove Asia, shaping attendees' journeys towards financial freedom. And we also have Peter. He has done a lot of our e-commerce training and practically all of our e-commerce training. But if you don't know him, he's hailing all the way from New Zealand. He started his online selling journey since not 19, but 2007 with experience with Amazon and eBay. He's very proficient at utilizing Groove since 2019 for websites and e-commerce development, and that definitely speaks volumes. Now, he's currently leading a Groove Asia's Groove Card training sessions, and Peter does have a deep knowledge and hands-on expertise, making him the perfect guide to unlock the full potential of Groove Mail. So, join us as we take it away. First, it's going to be Nick, and then we're going to be followed by Peter. Well, you get to meet them all. You get to meet them both. So, I'm going to bring them on and we will continue. Come on, Nick.
Hi, Karen. How are we doing today?
I am doing absolutely fabulous. Take it away.
Thanks very much, Karen. As Karen said, this week it's all about Groove Mail, email alchemy. What we want to do is to make sure that you have a strong platform for your business in terms of emails. And I'm going to run through a few things with you and hand over to Peter. There's a lot of things that we're covering today. So pay attention, stay tuned, watch a replay, and also don't forget to actually engage with us in the Facebook page. We may have some resources, bonuses available on the Facebook page. So make sure you come onto the Facebook page later on. And also, if you've got any questions, please put them in there. We will endeavor to answer them in the page or even at tomorrow's session. Now, in the meantime, let's have a look and see what we're going to cover today. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to cover certain aspects of Groove Mail right this moment. Therefore, let's take it away. We're going to look at navigating Groove Mail essentials today. There's Peter and myself, Nick. And now this is one of the things that's very important is that you do need the following items: a Groove account, the login email address, an active business domain, and an email. A Gmail account is not enough. Okay, that's very important. A Gmail account is not enough. You have to have your own custom domain name and an email account connected to it and configured with it. You need to have a live website. I mean, for example, tomorrow I'm going to be showing you things that you can actually put onto your website, like forms for lead generation, things like that. Also, I mean, one of the items that we put at the bottom here is ChatGPT or Groove AI, access to some sort of AI tools that will then help you in creating fabulous text for your emails, for your email sequences, for your professional looking emails. Okay. Now, in terms of the things that we're going to do today, I'm going to go through the introduction to GrooveMail. I've already said what the course is about, how to engage with us, which is we're endeavoring to go live every week, every day this week, and also we're going to engage with you on the Facebook page. Now, in terms of GrooveMail itself, what is it? What does it actually do? Well, one of the things that it actually does, it acts like your CRM, your customer relationship management database. This is where you can have details and information about your customers, their name, their email address, and other information that you collect through forms or other aspects of Groove platform. So for example, when you sell somebody something online, you could collect their name, email address, plus the country they're in, their telephone number, their address. You may be shipping something out to them, and also other information. And that will be stored in lists in GrooveMail. In terms of the way the GrooveMail works, is that you store this information and then you can actually give, send people emails. For example, you may have a special offer for Valentine's Day coming up, and you want to actually send a professional looking email to everybody on your list. Okay, so that's one of the things. Secondly, you may want to actually give away a PDF, but in return, you're going to collect their email address. So that's called lead generation. You're building your list. You may also want to give people access to an online course that they've purchased. And again, this is called a membership site or Groove member. And you may actually be selling them, as you said earlier, some sort of digital or physical product or service. There's a number of different ways. The idea is that in all aspects of marketing, a CRM is very, very important, and that this particular CRM with Groove will help you develop and nurture your growing community. Okay. Now, in terms of the, so that's the overview of GrooveMail. In terms of domain reputation and SMTP, one of the things that I want to do is to just very briefly introduce the idea of domain reputation. And what that actually means is domain reputation is a score that determines how email systems decide whether they're going to let your email through to somebody's inbox. So it's quite important. Basically, domain reputation is a measurement of the health and legitimacy of your domain. And it's influenced by several factors, such as the quality and the relevance of your emails, the frequency and the consistency of your email sequences and your email campaigns, and also engagement and feedback from recipients, and making sure that you're not on some sort of email blacklist or spam traps. And obviously, there's things like making sure you have double opt-in, making sure you got people's permission to email you. But you know what? I'm not going to go through and talk about this in that much detail because we've got a lot to cover today. Therefore, I've actually got a bonus for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you access to this PDF that I put together with more information on it. And it will be available over the next few hours in the Facebook page under events. So take a look at there, and it will be available soon on there. You can download it and look at the information that we've given to you on there. But domain reputation, highly important. In terms of set up Sendgrid, one of the things that we want to look at is the idea that, for example, the SMTP that I've got next to domain reputation there is called a Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. And what that means is that's the mechanism by which your email is delivered to your list of people, for example, your list of customers. And Sendgrid is one such vehicle. Another one is Amazon SES, which Peter's going to talk about later on. But for Sendgrid, it's fairly simple to set up and it's fairly straightforward. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is to share with you the best way to learn how to set up Sendgrid. And, you know, if it's already created, well, why don't we just share with you where to get hold of it. I'm going to go to the Groove platform, and you all have this. Go to Groove Mail. And if we go to senders and email sender, and I want to go to new sender. When we click on that, you put in this information about the identity, a name, the sender email, etc. And as you scroll down, I'm not going to enter the details now, but look, click on Sendgrid, and automatically it pops up with click here for a video guide. Okay, let's click on it. And what's the tutorial for help? David Lemon has done a fantastic video and walks you through step by step on how to create an account and use Sendgrid as your SMTP provider. Take a look at this, and that will help you move on. Okay. Now, in terms of what else we're going to do today, we're going to set up the Amazon SES, which Peter's going to run through with you on here. Therefore, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all the way from New Zealand with his, he's got himself ready. He's got himself ready, packed for action today. He is going to take you through, and he's going to blow your socks off today. Please welcome all the way from New Zealand, Peter Mongara.
Hey, thanks, Nick. Thank you very much for the introduction, and thank you for that overview too, as well, in terms of the SMTP and you know, using it in terms of email sender. The thing is that as most of you would know, that Groove will be shutting down the Groove Mail SMTP, not the Groove Mail app, but the Groove Mail SMTP. So it's actually a really good time now to actually do this challenge, because we're going to be showing you how to set up the a couple of the different SMTP senders, which one of them Nick has just covered now with Sendgrid, and that's going to be, and if you watch the video, I have actually tested it myself, and I've actually set up a sender through Sendgrid by using that video that Nick showed, that David Lemon guides you through. So definitely set that one up. It's a lot more easier than Amazon SES, but a lot of people would maybe prefer, if they're going to scale their business and their email reach in terms of amount of people that they want to reach out to, then Amazon SES is another option, probably a good option. And one of the reasons why is because you can actually send up to about 50,000 emails, right? 50,000 emails per month, and that way then you can actually reach a wider audience. Now, let me get started. I'm just going to go share my screen here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be covering today. So with the Amazon SES setup, we're going to be showing you how to sign up for an Amazon Web Service or AWS account, and creating an Amazon simple email service, which is SES for short. Then we're going to just cover what sandbox mode is, because that's what's going to happen when you first set up. You're going to be in sandbox mode. And then we're going to look at how you can request to go into how you can request production access. After that, there is probably a bit of a you might get some emails, some messages back from Amazon. Hey, we need more information, or we cannot accept accept you right now, or for whatever reason. But what do you do next? How do you deal with that? I mean, you don't have to actually just simply take the first no. You can actually just try again if you'd like. Now, it sounds like it's a lot of hard work. It can be lengthy, but it's well worth it. But if you're like me, I do actually have some Amazon SES accounts set up as well as Sendgrid for the same email accounts, and I can use either or. So I suggest set up both of them. If you've got, I think it's Mailgun, and there's another one in there, I can't remember, but then also use those. But today we're going to be talking about Amazon SES setup. All right, there will be some resources that we'll be able to share within the comments for this tutorial. Okay, so look, I'm going to share another screen. I'm just going to stop my video now. I'm just going to, what I've done is I've actually prepared a video of the process to actually set up AWS and an SES SMTP sender. So the reason why I've done it this way, prepared it, because through the process of actually setting up an account and setting up the SMTP, there are lots of different variables that can actually happen throughout the process. And if we did it, if I did this live, then this could actually drag out the session quite some time. So what I've done is that I've created the video. We're going to walk through it. I'm going to talk through it as the video plays. There are going to be parts where I'm going to stop and make mention of different things. But yep, bear with me. It's about 25 minutes, and but it kind of covers from start to stop. Okay, so let's get started. Now, when you get to when you sign up for an AWS account, you need to go to aws.amazon.com, and this will bring you to this page here. As you can see in the top right corner, it says create AWS account. Now, it's a free account, and so what we're going to do is we're going to click on that, and then we're going to get to the sign up page. When we get to the sign up page, we want to enter an email address. Now, it can be any email address. It can be a Gmail address. It can be a domain email address, but any email address that you want. This is purely to log into your AWS account. You also need to name the account. So just putting my details in there again. I've actually called this GrooveAsia Mail. And that's what I've called this account. And then once I've done that, I'm going to click next and go to the next screen. Here we're going to get verified. So when you get a verification from the AWS, it'll ask you to put a code in, and then you put the code in. Then next we go to the create your password. You need to create a root user password. Now, it's about 16 characters long, and then enter that, and then we go to the next stage. Here, we're going to be adding some personal details now, or some contact information. At this point, all we're going to do is we're going to add personal details, not business. So we need to put our full name, our phone number, and also our address. All right, so that this is another step to actually verifying who we are. And then once we've done that, we agree to have read and agreed to the terms of conditions, and then we go next. Now, at this point, we're going to be entering our credit card details. Now, why do we do this? Well, as on the left-hand side there, it says in the panel there, it says this is another way to as well to actually verify our your identity, and they may charge your credit card $1 US and hold it for 3 to 5 days just to verify your identity. All right, so put in your details, and once you've done that, then all you need to do is go to the next step, which is verify and continue. Okay, here, this is another confirmation of identity. It wants you to either confirm by text or by voice call. So in this case here, I'm actually just going to confirm by text. I'm going to enter the country and also my mobile number. And then there's actually a security characters that we need to actually enter into the box down below. And once we do that, we click on send SMS, and then it will send us a code or a verification code, which we will enter into the next part of this session. There we go. We'll put the verify code, put the code in there, and then continue. Okay, when we get to this page here, we've got 3 support levels. We've got basic support, developer support, business support. What we're going to do is we're going to choose the basic support for free. After we've done that, we're going to complete our sign up. Now, this is just signing up for an AWS account. Okay, we get a little message there, congratulations. We then get taken to the login. Now, we want to put in the email address that we signed up with into the field and then click next. All right, then now we put in our password and then sign in. Okay, now we're actually in the console home. All right, from here, we're going to go up to the top left into the search bar there, and we're going to enter in SES. Okay, now once we've done that, it'll bring up the results, and up the top there you can see Amazon Simple Email Service, which is short, which is SES is short for. We click on that, and it takes us to the account dashboard. Now, if you noticed in the yellow box area up the top, let me just go back. In the yellow box area, there is a message, your Amazon SES account is in sandbox. All right, so we're actually in sandbox mode. Now, we're very limited when it comes to sandbox mode. We can only send something like 200 emails per 24-hour period. Okay, so the whole idea is that we need to get out of sandbox mode and into production mode. But we've got quite a few different things to do in between. All right, so from there, what we're going to be doing is we're going to go to SMTP settings, and then we click onto, in the white top corner there, it says create SMTP credentials. Once we do that, we come to this page here. And there's not much here we can that we need to do other than down in the bottom right is click on create user. All right. Now, if you see that we've got the SMTP credentials, we've got the IAM username, SMTP username, and the SMTP password. And if you click on show, it'll show you the whole password. We don't need to just deal with this just yet. We need to go down to the bottom right there where it says download CSV file. And we need to download it onto either our desktop or into a folder somewhere on our computer that you can easily access. Okay, and then we return to the SES console. Now from there, we want to create identity. Oh, actually, from there, we're going to click onto, if you can see in the middle there, manage my existing SMTP credentials. We just want to make sure that we did actually set that up. So click on there, it'll take us to here, users, and yes, we have set it up. And so now that that's done, we'll go back. And we're going to go from SMTP settings, which is on the left-hand side on the bar there, this left-hand side menu. We're going to go down to identities. Okay, once we get to our identities, we need to create an identity. Now there's 2 places we can do that. There's the button on the right, which says, or the orange button, which says create identity, and there's also one in the middle. So either or, doesn't matter. We'll just click on one of those. And here we come to this page, create identity. Now, in this case, all we're going to do at this stage is create a domain identity. So we select domain, and there's not much else we do after that other than enter the domain into the box there. Now, the domain is just going to be the domain of your website, which is what your email address is related to. So it's going to be your website, which is also your email domain email as well, address. So we're going to put that in. We don't need to do www or HTTPS. All we're going to do is that, and then go down and create identity. All right. Okay, now you can see up the top there, it's in the blue box, it says legacy text records. Okay, now that we've created the domain identity, we actually need to put the DNS records into where our domain is being hosted well. So now, for some of you might be hosting your domain at Cloudflare, and for others, you might be hosting your domain within the Groove platform environment, like myself. Either way, both are Cloudflare anyway. So we're going to go through that process. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page. And then you will see that we actually have a few DNS records there that we need to enter into our where we're hosting our domain. So for me, it's in Groove. Now, at this point, I need to actually have my Groove account open so that I can access where I put my DNS records. So make sure that if you're the same, you need to do that, or your Cloudflare account open. So I'm going to here in the top right, I'm going to go to my profile picture, and then I'm going to click on settings and billing. Then I'm going to click on domains, and then custom domains, and then manage. All right, now I do actually have my domain all set up, ready to go. And its primary application is Groove Pages. All right, now I'm going to click on the DNS to the right there. And here are some DNS settings. Now, this is for email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a record. All right, so I need to go back to the Amazon. I need to copy the CNAME of the first one, add record, type will be CNAME, and I need to paste the name into there, and then go back to Amazon again, copy the value, and then put that into the content box there, and then save. Right, next we go back again to go back again to Amazon. We go down to the next one, grab the name, and then we type will be CNAME again, paste, and then go back, copy the value, then go back to content, paste, and then save. All right, we've got one more to go. So we need to go back to the Amazon again, grab the last one, the CNAME name. Again, add a record, CNAME, paste the name, and then go back, copy the value, and then enter that into content, and then save. And now we've actually created those three records. From there, below that, you can see custom mail from domain. Now we want to edit that. So we're going to go down there and we're going to click on edit. All right, and from here, what we want to do is we want to select use custom mail from domain. All right, so we check the box, and then it will bring up this. Now, in here, all we're going to do is going to enter a subdomain. All we're going to put in there is mail from. Okay, and then we're going to save changes. Okay. Then we're going to scroll down and scroll down, and then we've got a couple of other DNS records that we need to actually put into DNS on our Groove site, Groove account. So let's click on the first MX record, which is the name. We're going to click on that, copy that, go back to Groove, add another record, and then we're going to choose MX. And then we're going to paste the name in there into the box, and then go back, and then we get the value, go back to Groove, and then we paste in the value. Now, at this point, there's something we have to do to this particular record. We need to actually go where it says 10, we need to take that out. We need to take the 10 out, and we need to put that into the priority box, which is to the right. So we'll get rid of the 10, and then we put that into the priority box and then save. Very important that you do that. All right, next one is the text record. Again, copy the name, add record, and then choose the text, and then paste the name, go back, and then we copy the value, and then add that into the content, and then save. All right, so now we've actually done the custom mail from domain. We've done the DNS records, all that, and the identities. We're next going to go to the configuration sets, which is on the left-hand side, and we're going to create. What we're going to do is we're going to create a set. Now, in here, we're just going to put Groove Mail, all lowercase. We're just going to keep it nice and simple. We're going to actually use that particular format word, like Groove Mail, and going to be lowercase. We're going to be using that in different areas. So just make sure that you remember what you've actually typed in. So it's all going to be lowercase, and all we're going to do is put in Groove Mail. All right, then we go down to default, to where it says default, and click on, we go down, create set, sorry. That's all we got to do on that one. And from there, we need to actually do the event destinations. So if you can see up the top there, to the right of overview, there's event destinations. We will click on that. And we're going to add destinations, add destination. And we're going to be choosing clicks, opens, hard bounces, complaints, hard bounces, and sends. And all we do is next. Then from there, we're going to select Amazon SNS. And in there again, we're going to put Groove Mail, lowercase, same as the last one. Okay, and then we're going to create SNS topic to and there we're going to put Groove Mail again, lowercase. We don't have to worry about the display name. And then we're going to choose a SNS topic. So we're going to choose the one that we just created, which is Groove Mail. And then next. And then add destination. All right. So from here, we're going to go back up to the search panel again, and we're going to click, we're going to type in SNS, which is short for Simple Notification Service. Now, when we go there, we'll come to this page here, and we're going to go down to topics. On the left-hand side on the panel there, we're going to go down to topics, and we're going to click on Groove Mail. All right. Okay, now, once we've clicked on that, we're going to create a subscription. Now, there's two places you can do that. As you can see, there's the orange button to the right, and then there's also create description below that. So either one of those is fine. We're just going to create a subscription. Okay, now here, we're going to go choose a protocol, which is going to be HTTPS. All right, and then from this point, we need to go back to Groove. All right, now we're going to start filling out information here in terms of our sender identity, our business info, our email address. So we're going to go through this. Your sender identity. Normally what I put in there is I guess the name of my business, which is going to be eWay Marketing. And I also like to put Amazon beside it, because it actually tells me that that one was set up with Amazon, just in case I decide to set one up in Sendgrid for the same email address. All right. And the reason why I do that is when I go through, say, if I'm setting up a form and then I want to choose a sender, I either want to choose the Amazon one for eWay Marketing, or I want to choose the Sendgrid one. So it just identifies for me which one is which. Sender name is just going to be the name that the recipient will see. So in this case here, I want to put eWay Marketing. Actually, I want to put Team eWay Marketing in there. And then I put my email address. So this one is going to be info@eWay Marketing. And for me, it's going to be .net. Now you can copy and paste the same email address into the reply. But if you do that, please remember to either go a space after you've pasted it and then a backspace, just so that that field identifies that you've actually inserted something in there. Now we're going to go to business info, and we're going to start filling that out. Okay, once that's done. So business info, so your company name in this case will be eWay Marketing. Oh, I've got got my caps on there. Okay, let's just adjust that. eWay Marketing. For the address, you don't have to be specific in terms of number and street, because if you work from home, you probably don't want to put that in there. So you can put your city, and if you like, your region or your state, and then your country. So just what I've done there, really. And we're going to scroll down, and we're going to go into select Amazon SES, and now you can see there's some information there that we need to put in there. So we're just going to go to the next step. We're going to go back. Actually, from there, what we're going to do is we're going to, if you recall, the CSV file that you downloaded and you put onto either your desktop or into a folder on your computer, we're going to grab the information from that. Okay, so for the username, we're not going to put the IAM username. We're going to use the SMTP username, or the SMTP username. And we're going to copy that, and we're going to paste it into the username field. Remember, if you're going to paste it, make sure you do a space and then a backspace, just so that the field knows that you've actually inserted something in there. Otherwise, when you go to save, you're going to lose all that information and it won't save. We're going to do the same with the password. You will have the SMTP username password. Oh, sorry, yeah, password, SMTP password, and you put that in there as well. All right, and now you see we have server name. Oh, sorry, we'll go to the next. We'll go back to Amazon. We're gonna the endpoint there. We need to grab that from Groove. So that's the webhook URL. We're going to put that into endpoint, and then we're going to create subscription. Cool. So we've created the subscription. All right, now we're going to go back to Groove, and then we're going to go back to SES. So we're up in the field there, up in the top search bar. We're gonna type in SES again. Go back to simple email service, and then we're going to go to SMTP settings on the left-hand side, which will bring us to the SMTP endpoint. And as you can see in the middle there, what we need to do is we need to actually copy that or highlight that email-smtp-ap blah, blah, blah. We need to highlight that, copy it. And we need to paste that into the server name SMTP endpoint field. Again, make sure you do a space and a backspace. The configuration set, we need to just put in GrooveMail, lowercase. Once we've done that, we can save. Oh, let's just go back. Oh, sorry, we don't save, actually. Once we've done that, we do need to go back to Amazon and we need to create another identity. Now, this time, the identity is going to be the email address. All right, so we're going to put in the email address of your Groove account login. Okay, not your domain one, but your Groove account login email address. Very important. All right, and then we just create identity. Now we go back to Groove. All right, sorry, we'll get an email to say that it's been verified. We click on the link and we should get a congratulations. So there we go. We'll set that up. Now we can go back to Groove and then we can save. All right, so now you can see up the top there, we have eWay Marketing, Amazon, and you can see if you go along the line there, you can see under driver, we've got Amazon SES. It's not verified yet, but we need to get that verified. So once we do that, we should have a yes. So let's do that now. All right, we should get an email. Okay, we're just going back to the account dashboard. Listen there, have a look here. So in Sandbox, all right. Actually, that next part is what we need to do before we verify that email address. There was one other thing. I'm just going to backtrack a back here a wee bit. We've come to this part here. Once we've come back to Amazon, if you see up there, it still says like we're in the Sandbox. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on where it says View Get Setup Page. All right, now we want to request production access. Okay, and here we're going to put our URL. Now, this is why I say at the beginning, or Nick said at the beginning, you must have a live website that is related to that domain, business domain that you have. So you need to actually put that website URL in there because Amazon will check to make sure that it is a legitimate domain website. So in this case, just put in the HTTPS colon forward slash and then the domain. So as I type it out here. Okay, in the use case description, we're going to start entering some information here about what our emails are going to be about. So, you know, one of the biggest things is that Amazon doesn't want anybody sending spam email. You know, they prefer, well, that they're very, very strong on the fact that you need to make sure that the emails that you're sending are to people who have actually opted in or to a existing list of customers or members. So they want to make sure that you're not spamming anybody with emails. So in here, I've typed in, I will be keeping my members up to date with the latest information with our newsletter. I'm going to put another point in there. As by typing out, I will be keeping, what have we got here? Okay, so I'll be keeping my members informed of our latest products and services. So that's another point. And then lastly, my typo is a little bit shocking. It should be, I will be providing information to my list of what they want to be informed about. Okay, a bit gibberish, but anyway, I am not going to actually just send that off like that. I mean, that's kind of like a poor attempt of trying to get to try and get production, or, you know, request production access. So what I'm going to do, this is where I'm going to use AI. And I'm going to use Groove.ai. For those who don't have Groove.ai, use ChatGPT, even on the free version, that's fine. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go there. And I'm going to go into my Groove.ai. I'm going to go down to chat. And I'm just going to create a chat, a new chat. And I'm going to put in there what I want it to do for me. So I'm just going to explain the situation to the chat, and I'm going to kind of give it a sort of a short explanation of what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I want you to write a message to Amazon SES for me. I need to move from sandbox mode and to production mode in SES. Now, to be fair, I need to also explain some of what my what my intentions are with the emails I'm going to be sending and who I'm going to be sending them to. And I've put in there and want you to use the following information. Should be use the following information to help me. All right, so from there, I'm going to go back to, no, help me rewrite the message, I guess. So just a pretty basic request, nothing in it really. But yeah, so following information to help me rewrite the following into a longer, convincing message. All right. Don't you just love AI? Now I'm just going to copy everything that I've actually typed in there, and I'm just going to paste it, and then I'm going to see what Groove.ai has come back with. All right. Now it understands, you know, what the requirements are when it comes to going from sandbox to production mode, which is a great thing. So all I did was give it a little bit of information, and it actually it generated this. Yeah. Okay. So kind of says, I hope this message finds you well. I am wanting to request the upgrade of my Amazon SES account from sandbox mode to production mode. I have been diligently using your platform. So there's a few things in there, a couple of things I think as I read through it. Just at the beginning, there's a couple of things that I'm going to probably change. But in essence, I understand that the upgrade process involves adhering to certain guidelines. They also really want to know that you've actually read their terms and their conditions, and different, some of the guidelines that they have available when it comes to using their platform, particularly the SES platform, and when you're going to be sending out to to your members or to your list. So go through it, read it well, and then if you're happy with it, then you would you need to copy it and then we need to actually put that into the message box that we were in Amazon. So I'm just going to fast forward a wee bit there. All right, so just going to copy and then paste it in there. I'm going to paste over what I had in there already. So again, I'm going to just sort of modify it a wee bit. In fact, I need to probably take some of the subject title out. And what else is in there that I need to do? Yep, change that. So I'm going to change that from I would like to use your platform. So you can see I'm sort of making some changes. This is what I recommend you do, is read it properly. Don't just copy and paste and then do it. Obviously, we need to put the name down the bottom. And as we go through that, let me just see. Change the name there. And I think what we should do is we should go back up to the top and we will get rid of the subject and the Dear Amazon, and we're just going to put hi. I thought I put hi. Anyway, we agree. Down the bottom there, acknowledgement, we agree, and then we submit. All right, so once we submit, what's happened there? Once you submit, then that's all done. We just kind of wait. We should get an email. Now, don't be so, I mean, this will take a wee while, but as you can see here, we've got an email, and it says here a new correspondence was added to case number. To view this correspondence, please visit the AWS support center using the following URL. We need to click on that because Amazon have used their bots to actually reply to our initial request, and and this is quite common. Don't be alarmed if it comes back and it says it needs more information. So right here again, it says, hello, thank you for submitting your request to increase your sending limits. We would like to gather more information about your use case. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy all that and I'm going to put that into my Groove.ai chat. And I'm just going to say, Amazon sent me this. Okay, Amazon sent me this. Can you help me with a response? And then again, copy it, put the response in there, paste the response in there, and then send. All right, so now we've got a response coming up, and it's pretty much like AI has pretty much followed the request, and all I really need to do is again read through it, make some few changes like adding my name and taking out the Dear Amazon. Actually, probably want to take that out, but we'll do that when we reply, when we do a reply to them. So we're going to copy that. Excuse me. So we're going to copy that. We're going to go back to the correspondence where we were before. All right, and then we're going to click on reply, paste the response in there, obviously make the changes. And I'm going to take out the Dear Amazon and just put hi. No, I didn't. No, I won't put hi. I'll just leave it like that, I guess, and then submit. Okay, well, that is as far as I got in terms of actually setting up everything. Now we've got another email from them, and when I click on that, basically it's just saying, well, just updating me as to the correspondence that we've been having between each other. As you can see, they haven't responded back to me, so I'm still waiting on a response. But remember, this whole thing can take up to about 24 hours or more for them to actually, I guess, authorize you to go into product mode. And that's kind of where you need to wait and wait for that to happen. All right, let me just stop share that. Okay, so as you can see, it's a lengthy process to set up the Amazon SES, but it is beneficial because you will get more sending limits. Like I said, 50,000. Now, the other thing is with Sendgrid, if you're on the free version, then there's a limit, and then after that, you start paying for higher limits. But with Amazon, you don't need to. All right. And if you do go past the 50,000, I think that's where your credit card comes in handy. And but yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, 50,000 emails is a lot of emails, and it gives you a lot more reach. So that's where we're at with Amazon SES in terms of setting it up. Hopefully, that was something that you could follow and set up yourself. It has changed the way that it's the way that you set it up has changed as opposed to probably even a week ago. So there is so there is a little bit of differences really between the last training about Amazon SES to today's training. But anyway, that's it for now on that one. Hey Nick, if you're still around, jump back in.
Thanks very much, Peter. That was interesting and wasn't scary at all, honest.
Hey, I just want to mention just before we before I finish up, is that there will be a some resources that I'm going to be posting up in the Facebook. So in terms of like an example email, if you like, or message that you can actually send to Amazon, and then you could probably just copy and paste that into ChatGPT or your Groove.ai chat. But that would be available later on too as well.
Sure, that's great. Now, I'm just wondering, Peter, did you have any slides to finish up on or to summarize what you've just done?
All right, so yeah, I can do that. Let me just go to my slides here. All right, so pretty much just to summarize, what we've done, we've signed up for an Amazon web service account. So that's different from an SES. This is actually the web service. They have lots of different types of services within Amazon, and SES is one of them, simple email service. And then we've created the SES. We're currently in sandbox mode. So you will, for startup, you will be in sandbox mode. The whole idea is to come out of sandbox mode and go for production access. And so we've gone through how we will do that, how we request that, and some of the information that you need to provide. It's not an easy process, I have to say, but once it's done, it's very beneficial, and it's a very, very credible, robust SMTP email service. And then obviously, if with the correspondence, if they come back, hey, unfortunately, we cannot accept your account at this stage, then just keep trying and just keep going backwards and forwards until they do actually authorize you. So, and the resources that I just mentioned before, we will be putting that into the Facebook community page. Okay, Nick?
That's great. Thanks very much, Peter, for that. And one of the things I just wanted to reiterate to people is that what Peter and I have been trying to get across to you is it's important that you start thinking about how your email is delivered, because it doesn't matter what brilliant emails you create, right? If it's not going to get into your customer's inbox or the inbox of the people who are on your list, you may as well not have bothered, right, Peter?
Yeah. Okay. Well, the other thing is too as well. I mean, as I mentioned before, and GrooveMail will be getting rid of the GrooveMail SMTP, not the GrooveMail itself. So there is a need right now to actually change over. So if you've got everything sort of all your GrooveMail SMTP set up, you need to think about actually changing those or converting those to Sendgrid and Amazon, either one or both. I mostly do both because it always gives me options. But yeah, so you need to be doing that now, because there's not going to be any support for GrooveMail SMTP very soon. So
Great. Well, thanks very much, Peter. You've inspired me to go off and not just rely on SendGrid and GrooveMail. Obviously, GrooveMail is on its way out, as you said, in terms of the SMTP. Don't get that confused with GrooveMail itself, where all the CRM, all the butterfly marketing, all the automations, all those things are going on. Okay, so that's still there, right? Now, so you've inspired me. I'm going to go away and do that, and I want you to try that yourself over at home. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do before we go, I'm just going to summarize the content that we've gone through, which is things like we talked about the domain name reputation, the idea that you don't get blacklisted for doing naughty things, the things that you shouldn't. Over the last 20 years, this industry has developed a lot. And now it gets to a stage where you have to be purer than pure and make sure you set out with the best of intentions in terms of keeping in touch with people, especially with things like getting their permission. And this is one of the things I'm going to look at tomorrow. In terms of getting people's permission, for example, if we have a look at this, what to expect in day 2, I'm going to go through and, the idea that we can plan things out. So I'm going to talk about forms, lists, tags, explain some of those things. In addition to that, I'm going to show you how to create a form and put it on your website. Remember the website we created last time? I'm going to put a new block in there with a form. And once somebody puts in their name and email address, it then automatically sends them a message. Now, one of the things when it sends them a message is, depending on whether it's single opt-in or double opt-in, I'm going to explain the difference and why it's important to, a lot of the time, go to double opt-in. And we're going to go through that process tomorrow. In addition to that, I'm going to show you how to use the basic email editor. And in terms of making sure that we get the permissions to go and not only get the access to somebody's inbox, but also to send them the correct information at the right time. And also there are other automation and links and other things going on under the hood within GrooveMail. It's a fantastic part of the platform. And without it, a lot of the other things don't work as well. Now, one more thing I wanted to show you on here is that the idea that you can actually look and see what we've got stored this week for you in the Groove Challenge for GrooveMail this week. Therefore, make sure you go to GrooveAsia.cm/challenge and you can sign up for there. There's information about the trainers. There's myself and Peter, and also day by day what things are going to go on. Now, I'm going to hand back to our wonderful, fabulous program director, Karen, who's going to take you through. She's going to give you a call to action. She's going to talk about a couple of things. Karen, thanks so much for being there for us. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Peter, for that awesome training. Peter has done a wonderful job along with Nick, and we have them all week long. And that's not the only time where we're going to have Peter and Nick that's going to be training with us. But I do want to show you where the information is going to be from all the PDFs or any bonuses that is being released during the 5-day challenge. So let me just share my screen so I can show you where you can find these. You can go to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/groups/GrooveAsia GrooveAsia.cm and come to the Events tab. When you go to the Events tab, we see we already have all of the events already planned for this week. But when you go to the Events tab, where did it go? When you go to the Events tab right here, it's going to lead you to this right here. So when we upload the videos from the 5-day challenge, they will forever remain right here in the Events tab, and any PDFs you'll be able to find here for each day. So just go to the event for that day. They're already labeled out, and the replay will be here, and it will also be on our YouTube channel. So you can check out the YouTube channel. If you're not part of our Facebook group, check out the YouTube channel and you'll be able to see the replay of the 5-day challenges. Now that's not all GrooveAsia has for you. You can go to GrooveAsia.cm/resources to see everything that is coming up and that we are doing. So you go to GrooveAsia.cm/resources and you could click on the calendar. But before I click on the calendar, you can look at all of the other events and webinars and workshops that we have available. Now, speaking of not only that, but if you want to have the GrooveAsia coaching, that is also available on here too. So scrolling back up, and speaking of things and webinars and workshops that are coming up, when you click the calendar, it will go to our live calendar, and we are right here at the beginning of our 5-day challenge. But I want to bring your attention to next week. We have Peter will be doing the e-commerce workshop. It'll be a whole day of GrooveCart and how to set up your store. So you got a little bit of his training today, but next week you get the big kahunas. Okay, everything on setting up your GrooveCart. And these are some things that are coming up. We have our weekly GLUs that Peter, Nick, and myself do, and we have the GrooveAsia Power Hour that Tara Hoyt sponsors, that she hosts twice a week. And these are all things that you can sign up for right here on the calendar. And for the workshop next week with Peter, just click the link and register and you will be set. All right, well, that ends our time here for today with the Groove Mail, day 1, and we are looking forward to day 2. Well, day 2, we're going to be getting more, diving deeper and deeper into what Groove Mail has for us and in what to share. So until that time, I will see you then.
Hi, this is Simon Leung with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with live sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.